The legend is easily told. It concerns my ancestor, Sir Hugo Baskerville, who desired the daughter of one of his yeomen. Sir Hugo was a godless scoundrel, debased, profane, violent. He abducted the girl and brought her here to Baskerville Hall. At the dead of night, she escaped. When Sir Hugo learned that she was gone, he was seized with fury. He swore that he would render his body to the powers of evil if he could overtake the girl. The girl was found later. She died of fear and exhaustion. Not far away lay Sir Hugo. His throat had been torn out, as though by a great savage beast. Those who have seen the animal say that it has the shape of a hound, but it is larger than any hound that human eye has ever looked on.
Those who have seen it? Sir Charles, you talk as if the thing really existed.
It does.
As a part of your family legend, yes.
As a fact, Dr. Mortimer, it is out there now, beyond this house, on the moor.
The ghost of a dog. And Squire Frankland and I must take care on our journey home.
Quite right. Can't be too careful.
Gentlemen, I think this must be a joke at my expense.
A joke, Dr. Mortimer?
Well, I'm a stranger to Dartmoor. You all have the advantage of me.
You, more than anyone else, should know that this is no joke, sir. You have seen the thing.
I have?
2 weeks ago. You called on me late in the evening. I chanced to be at my hall door, and as you climbed down from your gig...
I remember.
I saw it behind you on the driveway. I must have seemed frightened because you turned around.
Yes. It was a black calf. I assumed it had strayed in from the moors.
A calf, Dr. Mortimer.
I assumed so. I only saw it for a moment. What else could it have been?
What else, indeed?
I'm glad I afford you some amusement.
Not so, Charles. You do well to rebuke me. I'm being most unforgivably rude. You must blame the excellence of your brandy. I beg your pardon.
It's true, isn't it? The Baskervilles are supposed to be haunted by this dog or hound or whatever it is.
It is true.
Oh, they say that many of the family have died violent and mysterious deaths.
That is so.
Sir Charles, are you saying that what I took to be a black calf...
I am saying I will not walk upon the moor at night. Sometimes when I walk along the yew alley as far as the moor gate, I can hear it baying out there in the darkness. Yes, it is there now.
I've stayed far too long. My sister will think I've wandered into the great Grimpen mire.
Oh.
Good night, Sir Charles.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
For me, Stapleton. I've got an interesting case on in the morning. Bringing a scoundrel to court. Caught him trespassing.
You enjoy your litigation, don't you, Squire Franklin?
I believe in the law, sir. Good night. Excellent dinner. Much obliged to you. Come along, Stapleton. We've got a long way to go.
Sir Charles, I have been attending one of your grooms who is ill. If I might call to see him now, it would save me from having to come back tomorrow.
Of course.
Concerning your own condition, Sir Charles.
Yes?
Apart from the physical symptoms, the patient often suffers from fits of acute nervous depression. You must realize that these fears which trouble you are no more...
my imagination.
They're part of your illness. It is important that you stay calm at all times and avoid any kind of excitement.
Good night, Dr. Mortimer. Thank you for coming.
Good night.
Be he dead, sir?
I fear so.
His face. Look at his face. I'd think I'd seen the devil himself.
It can't be.
Well, Watson, what do you make of it? Holmes, have you eyes in the back of your head? No, but I have a well-polished, silver-plated coffee pot in front of me. What do you make of our visitor's stick? Since we missed him last night and have no idea why he called, this accidental souvenir becomes of importance. Let me hear you reconstruct the man by examining it. Me, Holmes? You know my methods. Apply them.
Yes. Yes, why don't I? Yes, well, now, it has an inscription to James Mortimer, M.R.C.S. He's a doctor.
Excellent.
From his friends of the C.C.H. 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 I should guess that to be the something Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Now the stick. Yes. Well, it does look rather badly knocked about. Now, what would that be? Yes. Evidently used for much walking. Oh, look. The ferrule is worn down.
What's
No, just a moment. I should say that he is an elderly country practitioner who does much of his visiting on foot.
Watson, you excel yourself.
Do I, Holmes?
You may not be luminous yourself, but you are a conductor of light. Some people, without possessing genius, have a remarkable power of stimulating it. I confess, my dear fellow, that I am very much in your debt.
Oh, it's pleasant to hear you say so,
Yes,
Holmes.
that's interesting. Though elementary, gives us the basis for several deductions.
Has anything escaped me?
I'm afraid, my dear Watson, that most of your conclusions were erroneous.
But
About stimulating. Not that you were entirely wrong. The man is a country practitioner, and he walks a great deal.
then I was right.
To that extent. But a presentation to a doctor is more likely to come from a hospital than from a hunt. And so the letter CCH suggests to me not the something Hunt, but the Charing Cross Hospital.
Oh. Well, I dare say it's possible.
And so he left a London hospital for a country practice. He could hardly have been on the staff of the hospital. Only a man well established in a London practice could hold such a position, and he would hardly drift into the country. He must therefore have been a house surgeon or a house physician, little more than a senior student. And since the stick was presented to him 5 years ago, the date is on it. Your elderly practitioner disappears, Watson. What we have in his place is a young fellow, amiable, unambitious, and absent-minded, and the owner of a dog, which I should describe as being larger than a terrier and smaller than a mastiff.
Oh, come now, Holmes, you take too much license.
Do I? Our caller was amiable enough to receive this stick as a token of esteem. Only an unambitious man abandons a London career for the country. And only an absent-minded one leaves his stick and not his visiting card when he comes to see you.
And the dog?
Teeth marks, and the space between them suggests a medium-sized dog. In fact, it's a curly-haired spaniel.
Oh, how can you possibly know that?
Because the dog and its owner have just entered this house. Oh. Would you admit our visitors, Watson?
Dr. Mortimer.
Mr. Sherlock Holmes. Ah, I'm so very glad. I wasn't at all sure where I'd left that.
A presentation, I see.
Yes, from my colleagues at Charing Cross Hospital. I presume it is Mr. Sherlock Holmes I'm addressing.
Yes, indeed, and this is my friend, Dr. Watson.
Glad to meet you, sir.
How do you do?
You interest me very much, Mr. Holmes. I had hardly expected so dolichocephalic a skull, or such a well-marked supraorbital development. It is not my intention to be fulsome, sir, but I confess a cast of your skull would be an ornament to any anthropological museum.
I perceive, sir, that you are an enthusiast in your line of thought as I am in mine, but I'm sure you didn't come here to discuss my skull. May I offer you a cigarette?
Thank you, no, I prefer to manufacture my own.
Then have no hesitation in lighting one.
Thank you. Oh, yes. In the meantime, perhaps this will help to explain why I'm here.
Yes, that's early 18th century, I should think.
The exact date is 1742. It is a statement of a certain legend that was in the Baskerville family.
You wish me to read this now?
If you would be so good, sir. Find it interesting.
Oh, to a collector of fairy tales.
Then, sir, let me give you some more recent intelligence. The late Sir Charles Baskerville was a patient of mine. He suffered from an ailment of the heart, which was not in itself of a nature to warrant concern, but which was aggravated by a state of continuous fear for his own safety.
Indeed.
Perhaps you are familiar with the circumstances of Sir Charles's death.
I believe I observed some newspaper comment at the time, but I was preoccupied with that little affair of the Vatican cameos, and in my anxiety to oblige the Pope, I rather lost touch with more domestic matters.
Coroner's report.
Late in the evening of June the 4th, Sir Charles took a stroll down the yew alley behind Baskerville Hall. There is a gate which opens out onto the moors. Now, he waited there for several minutes.
How do you know this?
I examined the place. The ash had fallen twice from his cigar.
Excellent. This is a colleague after our own hearts, Watson.
Then Sir Charles returned towards the house. His footprints show that at first he walked, and then he began to run. I was not far away at the time. I heard him cry out. By the time that I reached him, he was dead. There were no marks on the body. It is my belief, Mr. Holmes, that he died of terror while fleeing from something which came in from the moors and pursued him.
Well, no, surely that is a matter of conjecture.
Perhaps.
Were there traces of any other person apart from Sir Charles?
There were prints some distance away from the body.
Footprints?
Yes.
A man's or a woman's?
Mr. Holmes, they were the footprints of a gigantic hound.
There were originally 3 brothers. Sir Charles, Henry's father, who has been dead these many years, and a 3rd brother, Roger, who died of yellow fever in Central America in 1876.
There is no doubt of that.
None.
The footprints of a gigantic hound. Dr. Mortimer, you should have called me in earlier. By now the trail has grown cold.
There is a realm, Mr. Holmes, in which the most acute and experienced of detectives is helpless.
Do you believe that this hound is supernatural?
I have spoken to 3 moorland farmers. They have seen, separately, a creature on the moor which corresponds with this Baskerville demon. They say that it was an enormous animal, luminous, ghastly, and spectral. There is a reign of terror in the district, and it is a brave man who will cross the moor at night.
And you believe this story?
I do, sir.
Dr. Mortimer, I am bemused. You tell me it is useless to investigate Sir Charles's death, and in the same breath that you desire me to do so.
I did not say that I desired you to do so.
Then how am I to assist you?
By advising Sir Henry Baskerville whether he should go to live in his family home. He is needed there. The prosperity of the district depends on his presence. And yet, Mr. Holmes, I feel he may be in danger of his life.
Yes, Sir Henry?
I want to know what kind of a hotel this is. Someone has stolen my boot.
Your boots, sir.
I bought them last night in the Strand. I've never even worn them. Put them outside my room to be varnished, and this morning there is only one. Now, where is the other?
I'm sure there must be some mistake. I shall speak to the head porter immediately.
You do that.
You have my word. The boot will be found and returned to you. In the meantime, please accept our apologies.
Just get my other boot, will you? Doctor, good morning.
Good morning.
Are these gentlemen...
Sir Henry, may I introduce Mr. Sherlock Holmes?
How do you do?
How do you do?
And Dr. Watson.
How do you do? I thought we might all have some coffee together.
Well, thank you.
Mr. Holmes, you've arrived at exactly the right time. I have a mystery for you.
Your missing boot?
No, sir, not that. This arrived for me this morning.
Postmarked Charing Cross. Did anyone know you were staying at this hotel?
No one, except for Dr. Mortimer. I checked in straight from the boat train.
Then obviously you've been followed here. As you value your life or your reason, keep away from the moor.
You suppose it's some kind of practical joke?
If it is, the joker has gone to an inordinate amount of trouble. What do you make of it, Watson?
Strange. Every word except one, the word moor, has been cut out from a newspaper or journal and pasted on.
Gummed on.
Yes? I believe you're right, Holmes. Gummed.
The words have been cut from a copy of the Times, probably yesterday's.
How can you know that?
Well, I confess that once when I was very young, I confused the Leeds Mercury with the Western Morning News, but it is not hard to recognize the type used in a Times leader.
Yes, but why should the word moor have been written?
Because whoever sent this message could not find it in print.
Oh.
I fear there is no more I can tell you about this gentleman than except that the address on the envelope was written at an hotel.
You cannot know that, Mr. Holmes.
It is a probability. The pen has spluttered twice in a single word and run dry 3 times in a short address. Now, a personal pen and ink bottle are seldom allowed to get in such a state.
What is it, Holmes?
Oh, nothing. It's of no matter. Now, the question is whether or not it is advisable for Sir Henry to go to Baskerville Hall.
Why should I not go?
Well, Dr. Mortimer thinks there may be danger.
You mean from our family devil?
The devil's agents may be of flesh and blood, may they not?
I don't know what that's supposed to mean. But I'll tell you this much, Mr. Holmes. There's no devil in hell and no man on this earth who can stop me from going to the home of my own people.
But, Sir Henry, the circumstances of your uncle's death...
My uncle was a sick man. It's going to take more than the ghost of a hound dog to keep me away from that house.
Excellent. I admire determination, even when it is rash. And now, Sir Henry, perhaps you will do me a favor.
If I can.
You have been out of England these many years. Its charms are all too easily forgotten. May I suggest a solitary stroll in Regent's Park?
You want me to go for a walk?
Well, Baker Street is near at hand, and perhaps the exercise may stimulate your appetite. In any case, Dr. Watson and I will be honored to entertain you at luncheon. And Dr. Mortimer, too, of course. Gentlemen, come, Watson.
Hold back, Watson. Sir Henry is not our quarry. Strange. Surely we should have seen him by now.
What is it, Holmes?
There's no one in sight. I cannot think how I could have been mistaken, and yet there's... There's It's our man, Watson.
My own clumsiness has been inexcusable. It was evident that Sir Henry has been shadowed from the moment he set foot in London, and like a numbskull. I assume that if he went about on foot, whoever was following him will do the same. Watson, if you are an honest man, you will record this also and set it against my successes.
But you saw his face.
I saw a beard. In all probability, it was a false one. Unless... Dr. Mortimer, among your acquaintances or neighbors on Dartmoor, is there any man with a full black beard?
No, there's none that I... Why, yes. Barrymore, the servant in charge of the hall. He is such a man.
Then we'd best make sure he is still there and not in London. Watson, will you send a telegram to Baskerville Hall? After luncheon. Address it to Barrymore.
And the message?
Is all ready for Sir Henry Baskerville. Put Dr. Mortimer's name on it. And send a second telegram to the local postmaster saying, telegram for Barrymore to be delivered into his own hand. If absent, please return wire to Sir Henry Baskerville.
Just one moment, please. To his own hands?
If undelivered, please return wire to Sir Henry Baskerville, Northumberland Hotel, London. That should let us know before evening whether Barrymore is exposed or not. Well, come in, Sir Henry.
Northumberland Hotel.
I see, or rather I heard as you came up the stairs, that you have recovered your missing boot.
It's the damnedest thing.
Yes, they do squeak somewhat, but after a few walks over the moor...
No, that's not what I meant. I went back to my hotel before coming here.
Sherry?
Thanks. And the boot had been put back in my room.
No doubt by the servant who mislaid it.
No, sir. I questioned them. They knew nothing about it. But the strange thing is that now another boot has gone.
What? Another boot?
This time one of an old black pair.
Well, had you left them out for cleaning?
Nope, they were in my room. Somebody walked in, returned the new brown boot, and took the black one.
An old black boot.
Yes. Well, I guess it does sound pretty silly when you think about it.
On the contrary, Sir Henry. For the first time, I am inclined to agree with Dr. Mortimer. Your life is in great danger.
Huh?
Because of a boot? You must go to Baskerville Hall, and the sooner the better. You might come to harm too easily in London, and we shall be powerless to prevent it. In the country, the risk is the same for you, but the greater for your enemy. However, you must certainly not go there alone.
I don't intend to. Dr. Mortimer is traveling with me.
Oh, but Dr. Mortimer will have his practice to attend to, and his house, so I'm told, is miles away from yours. No. You must take with you a trusty man who will be always at your side.
Is it possible you could come yourself, Holmes?
No. I must stay in London. At the present instant, one of the most revered names in England is being besmirched by a blackmailer, and only I can stop a disastrous scandal. It is impossible for me to go to Dartmoor.
Then whom would you recommend?
I can say in all confidence that there is only one man I'd like at my side when in a tight corner. Simply report the facts to me by letter. No theories. I will do the theorizing. But what sort of facts? Anything that has to do with young Baskerville and with the death of his uncle. And find out what you can about the neighbors.
May I say, Holmes, how grateful I am to you for the confidence that you've shown in me?
I hope you remain grateful. You have your revolver with you?
Oh, yes. Yes, I thought it just as well.
Oh, good day to you, sir.
Watson, good morning. Give me your hand.
Thank you so much. It's most kind of you. Thank you.
Mr. Holmes, have you changed your mind about coming with us?
No, I am merely here to wish you all a pleasant journey. Well, it's time. Goodbye. Goodbye, gentlemen. Watson.
Yes.
Remember, never on any account must you let Sir Henry out of your sight when he's on the moor. This is an ugly, dangerous business, and I shall be very glad to have you back safe and sound in Baker Street. Be careful.
you get a reply to that telegram about the servant, Barrymore?
Ah, yes. It appears he was at his post all this time.
Good. I'm glad to hear it.
What baffles me is why Holmes should think that your life is in danger.
Surely the circumstances of Sir Charles's death are reason enough.
Maybe. One can believe in a dog 300 years old and so big that it can scare people to death. If you ask me, Mr. Holmes thinks the money has something to do with it.
Money?
But it did not just inherit a title, Dr. Watson. My uncle's estate came to £740,000.
Good heavens. But that's it. We simply look for the man who will inherit in the event of your death.
James Desmond.
And if a crime is to be committed, then he is our man. We must send word to Holmes at the next station.
The Mr. Desmond who would inherit Sir Henry's estate...
Yes.
...is a clergyman in his 80s. He lives in Westmoreland and does not go about much.
Oh. It was merely a thought.
As for the title I've inherited, it dies with me.
There seem to be soldiers wherever one looks.
There's a convict escaped, sir. From yonder at Princetown. He's been out 3 days now, but they've had no sight of him.
What does he say? A convict?
Yes, sir. A bad one. Who'd kill you for the love of it. Name of Selden. He was serving a life sentence for murder.
Shouldn't care to be him if he's out on these moors.
It's beautiful country.
I never saw a Devonshire man who did not swear by his county.
Hey!
Hey, Dr. Watson?
Come on, mate. Get on! Come on, boys! Get up there! Get up!
I can't believe it. I mean, to think that my family have lived here for over 500 years. Doesn't it make you feel, well, insignificant?
Yes, it's most impressive.
Would you wish dinner to be served at once, sir?
Is it ready?
In a very few minutes, sir. You will find hot water in your room, sir.
Good.
Sir Henry?
Yes?
My wife and I will be only too happy to stay here until you have made fresh arrangements, sir. In the meantime, may I make so bold as to bid you welcome to Baskerville Hall, sir?
Thank you, Barrymore, thank you, but why should I make fresh arrangements? You're not thinking of leaving?
Only when it is convenient to you, sir.
But why?
We were both very much attached to Sir Charles, sir. His death gave us a shock and has made these surroundings painful to us. I do not see how we could stay here and remain easy in our minds, sir. Now, may I show you to your room, sir?
I shall leave you in the good company of Dr. Watson, Sir Henry.
Sure, you will stay and have some dinner.
My wife is expecting me. Please, never hesitate to send for me day or night if I can be of service. Good night, Doctor.
Good night.
Watch out for the hound!
dear Holmes.
Certainly looks a bit more cheerful by daylight. Still, I'm not surprised my uncle began to see things if he lived all alone here.
The house certainly does not lack character.
Yes, I guess that's what you'd call it, character. And I'm not complaining, I like it. Or at least I will as soon as I've grown used to it. Strange the noises an old house makes at night. I could have sworn...
Yes?
Well,
You heard it too.
A woman? A woman crying?
Yes.
Well, that's a relief. I thought it might have been my imagination.
Barrymore,
Sir?
did you hear a woman crying last night?
There are only 2 women in the house, sir. The scullery maid, who sleeps in the far wing from yours, sir, and my wife. I can answer for her, sir.
And where could it have come from?
I'm just delighted to know that it was real. Well, Dr. Watson, what are your plans for today?
Well, I had thought of going for a walk before lunch. Unless you feel that I should...
Doctor, I've enough papers to go through to last me a month. You enjoy your walk. I shall come to no harm.
Look out!
Are you injured?
Huh? No. No, I seem to have had a lucky escape. Thanks to you, sir. I'm most obliged.
Well, not at all. I dare say the fellow will have got away. And these Moors will never be able to find him.
Fellow? What do you mean?
The man who tried to kill you just now. I caught a glimpse of him.
Tried to kill me?
It wasn't an accident, Dr. Watson. I tell you, I saw him.
Do you think perhaps it was the escaped convict I've heard about?
I don't know, sir. Oh, my name's Stapleton.
How do you do? You seem to know who I am.
Dr. Mortimer told me you were staying at the Hole. So when I saw a stranger on the moor, I drew the obvious conclusion. I trust Sir Henry's none the worse for his journey.
Oh, he's very well.
A brief walk along this path takes us to Merripit House. Perhaps you'd care to take tea with me and my sister.
Gladly.
We were afraid after the death of Sir Charles that the new baronet might refuse to live at the Hall. He has no superstitious fears, I hope.
I do not think so.
I mean, about the legend of the Fian dog that haunts their family.
Oh, Sir Henry regards that as an old wives' tale.
Good. It's extraordinary how credulous the peasants are around here. Any number of them are prepared to swear that they've seen such a creature upon the moor.
Indeed.
Can you think of an explanation?
I fear not.
Can Mr. Sherlock Holmes, then?
What?
Well, since you are here, does it not follow that Mr. Holmes will shortly be honoring us with a visit? We've heard of you both, even in this remote spot.
Mr. Holmes cannot leave town at present. He has other cases which engage his attention.
Excellent. You're quite right to be wary. I'm justifiably reproved for not minding my own business. The moor is a wonderful spot. I never tire of it. I've been here only 2 years, and already I know it better than most of the natives.
That level ground out there looks like a rare place for a gallop.
And that thought has cost many folk their lives before now. Across there is the great Grimpen Mire, where a false step means death. After these autumn rains, it's an awful place. I'm one of the very few people who can get to the heart of it and return alive.
If it is so terrible, why should you wish to go there?
Because I'm a naturalist. That's where the rare plants and butterflies are.
Oh, really? Oh, I must try my luck someday.
Oh, for God's sake, put such an idea out of your head. You're to be sucked into the mire and your blood would be on my head.
What in God's name is that?
The peasants call it the Hound of the Baskervilles.
What is it?
I haven't the faintest idea.
It seems to come from the very heart of the mire.
Will you excuse me a moment, Dr. Watson? I want to put these specimens away.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, good morning. You must be Miss Stapleton.
Go back. Go back to London at once.
I beg your pardon?
You should never have come here. For God's sake, do as I ask you. Go back now while there is still time. Never set foot on the moor again.
But, my dear young lady, why should I?
Ah, there you are. You've introduced yourselves, I see.
Yes. I was just telling Sir Henry that it is rather late for him to be seeing the moor at its best.
Telling Sir Henry?
My name is Dr. Watson, Miss Stapleton. I am Sir Henry's guest at Baskerville Hall.
Then we have been talking at cross purposes. Forgive me.
Not at all.
Do you think we might have some tea for our visitor, Beryl?
Yes. Excuse me.
I dare say you think this is a strange place that you used to live in.
Your sister...
Cut off from the rest of the world.
Your sister must find it lonely.
No, we have our books and our studies. Beryl is as interested in botany and zoology as I am. And we get on well with our neighbours. Poor Sir Charles was an admirable companion. We shall miss him more than we can tell. Do sit down.
Oh, well, thank you. You said, I think, that you are not a native of these parts.
I had a school in the North Country. There was an epidemic. 3 of the boys died.
Oh, how dreadful.
Yes, we never recovered from the blow, and I lost most of my capital. But one consolation is that now I'm doing the work I like, and we are happy. Oh. Perhaps after tea, I might show you my collection of Lepidoptera.
Oh, I should be most interested.
My brother has the most complete collection in the Southwest.
Dr. Watson, I've not yet had the pleasure of meeting Sir Henry Baskerville. Do you think I would intrude if I were to call this afternoon?
Oh, I'm sure he'd be delighted.
Perhaps you will tell him that I propose to do so.
Gladly. I shall tell him. Depend upon it.
Dr. Watson?
Yes, Miss Stapleton?
It was stupid of me to mistake you for Sir Henry. I should like you to forget everything I said.
I find that difficult. I am Sir Henry's friend, and his welfare is a close concern of mine. But may I ask, why were you so eager for him to return to London?
Because...
Yes, Miss Stapleton?
He must be warned.
Warned?
He must be warned of the danger he runs in coming here.
Danger?
You know the story of the hound.
Yes. I don't believe in such nonsense.
But I do. If you have any influence with Sir Henry, then I beg you to warn him.
I will do so. But I fear it is not in Sir Henry's nature to run away from danger, real or imagined. Good day to you, Miss Stapleton.
You will not tell my brother what I have said.
No. No, of course not. But, may I ask why?
He is anxious that Baskerville Hall should be inhabited. He thinks it's for the good of the poor people on the moor. He would be angry if he knew I had tried to induce Sir Henry to leave. So please, say nothing.
This is a great day for me, sir. One of the red-letter days of my life. I've closed the wood where the Fernworth folk used to picnic. Cost me £200, but I got judgment.
Will it do you any good?
None, sir, none. I acted entirely from a sense of public duty. The law is there to be used, and nobody pays it any attention. Why, half the court cases in the area were instigated by me. Shows you how uninterested most people are in going to the law. Deplorable. You know, I once had Sir John Morland up for trespass. Because he wouldn't shoot in his own warren.
How on earth did you manage that?
Look it up in the book, sir. It'll repay reading. Franklin versus Morland. Court of Queen's Bench. And I suppose I must start for home.
You live far from here, Mr. Morland?
Franklin.
Oh.
Yes, 4 miles, more or less.
And you do not fear to cross the moor at night?
Fear, sir? What should be there to fear?
My ancestral hound, perhaps?
But, with respect, Sir Henry, shall I tell you how your uncle died?
I wish you would.
His nerves were in disorder. All he could talk or think about night and day was that ludicrous Baskerville legend. When he was walking in the yew alley, a stray sheepdog came in from off the moor and chased him. He thought it was the phantom hound, and he died of fright. A sheepdog.
It makes sense.
Except that a sheepdog would hardly account for the enormous footprints seen by Dr. Mortimer.
Mortimer's an excellent fellow. We'd all been drinking a lot of brandy that evening. Perhaps the footprints were smaller than he imagined?
Maybe. In daylight, that yew alley is a delightful place. But after nightfall, well, it gives me the creeps. I'm going to put a row of electric lamps along it. It'll make a difference.
Electric lamps? I don't hold with them. Perhaps if you'd ask your servant to get my coat.
Yes, of course. Mrs. Franklin will be getting anxious about you.
I am a widower, sir.
Oh, I beg your pardon. You have children, perhaps?
I live alone.
My dear Holmes. must not